out yet, but it will be out very soon. So I'm just going to be taking a look at some of the patch changes and basically just reviewing some of these things that they can some of the changes they're going to make about this in this patch. So yeah, that grammar, that was just failed grammar. Either way, I'm just going to be taking a look at all the monsters. I'm going to try to do this as fast as possible so it doesn't like make the video like half an hour long. Either way, let's get started. We are at the Hellhound, the Light Hellhound, 3rd skill Clash. Damage has been increased by 10%. So the Light Hellhound, when you awaken him, he gets his 3rd skill. And basically this is just a skill that stuns and reduces attack speed. So this is kind of like a CC skill. Not sure how many turns this is reducible to. I think it's like 3 if I remember correctly. Not that big of a buff. I think it's just pretty minor. The Fire Salamander, Glacial Crash, damage increased by 9%. I think if I remember correctly, that's the 2nd move. Probably nothing too special about this monster. The Fire Salamander has the 3rd skill, Earthquake, damage increased by 11%. I was actually thinking about raising one of these to do TOA hard, because he actually has a really nice skill set. He's a defense-based monster, so he's gonna have he's gonna be pretty tanky, a little bit tanky. He's gonna have some, I think, like 8,000 or so HP pool. His 1st skill, this can be increased to 100%. Once you max skill it, it's a 100% chance to decrease attack power by two turns. And then this skill is a single target stun, really useful if you want to CC anything in TOA. And this skill is reducible to, if I remember correctly, it can be reduced to 4 turns, which is really nice. So this is on a 4-turn cooldown, and this decreases all the enemy's attack bar. And this is reducible to, no, this isn't reducible at all. So 3-turn stun, 4-turn cooldown, but an attack power, a 100% attack power buff on all turns. So this, attack power debuff on all turns, which makes him quite useful for TOA hard, because attack power debuff makes the enemies not hit that hard. And then when you want to try to decrease, you can use him to decrease attack bar, and then when this is on cooldown you can use stun, and when this is on cooldown you can at the very least decrease the attack power of someone. So he's a really nice monster to try to reduce some damage, that incoming damage from enemies. I think this will be pretty useful in some boss stages. He could be a very useful monster in certain boss stages. I'm thinking of raising one to do TOA hard. Okay, I spent so long on that monster. The Light Ninetail Fox, chance to disrupt HP recovery has been increased from 20 to 30%. So basically the Light Salamander, or no, not Light Salamander, Light Ninetail Fox, her 1st skill, when you awaken her, has a chance to disrupt HP recovery. It used to be 20% base, now it's 30%, which is a little bit of buff. It's not like anything game changing, but it's always nice for people that use her and own her. The Serpent, the wall, why did I say wall? The water one and fire and light one. Basically these 3 skills are the same skills: Ice Blast, Fire Blast, and Light Blast, and they all got their damage increased by 20%. So this is the 2nd skill that's skilled with max HP. I guess this could be pretty nice. I know some people use these serpents for guild battles sometimes. Like, it's pretty good CC, attack bar reduction. You can use the fire one as a pretty good fire tank. He has really nice base HP. So this is really nice for the serpents. They're really good monsters. I actually have a water one maxed out at 5 stars. I was planning to 6-star him at some point, yeah, in the future. The dragon one, or what did I say? The dragon, the dragon, waters. The water dragon, I forgot his name. Varad, yeah, Varad. His 3rd skill, Snowstorm, the one that decreases the attack bar, has been is now based on defense instead of attack power, which is really nice because, well, you know, it's better than the other ones, or it's better than before, because it used to scale with attack power, and he's a defense-based monster, and his base attack is really low. So if you take a look at the water dragon's base attack, let me just hopefully pop up really fast. Yeah, at max level, 6 stars, level 40, he only has 500 something base attack. Actually, wait. Snowstorm's a 2nd skill. Okay, just scratch whatever I said before. That was my mistake. Either way, it's kind of the same thing. Like, having one of these skills skill with defense means that you can actually build him with high defense, and then he's going to do a lot better damage than before. So we are at the Harpu, the Fire Harpu. I know some people raise her, some people even 6-star her. She's a really nice healer for people. She's got a heal that increases attack power, and then a disrupt HP, and what's this? Attack. Wait, I think it's attack power debuff. Yeah, attack power debuff. Disrupt HP, so it's an heal block. And then this is a heal, and if I remember correctly, this is reducible to 3 turns. So if it lasts 3 turns, it means she can keep attack buff at all times. Well, at least on herself, which is pretty good. And her base speed is quite nice. 106 for a support monster is not bad. Yeah, all in all, pretty good monster. So the changes, this attack power buff is going to be increased to 3 turns, which is a pretty good buff for her, for people that use her for things. Some people use her to do like Hall of Wind. Some people use her for certain TOA floors when they don't have heal block, you know, and don't have like Brian or something, because you know not everyone has Brian. I don't have Brian. All right, the Light Ninja. His third skill has been chance has been increased to 10% more, 40 to 50, and cooldown has been reduced to by 1 turn. Shit. And damage has been increased by 17%. So he's going to be a lot stronger now. This is a pretty big buff to the Light Ninja, but he is still nowhere near as good as Arya. Like it's going to take a lot more to make him, you know, anything close to Arya. Like at the very least, they should have made his third skill 100%, because Arya has a 100% slow and stun on a 5-turn cooldown. His used to be 5 turns, now it's 4 turns, so I guess it's a little bit better, but it only has the glancing hit debuff. It doesn't have anything else. I'm not sure why I can't find him. Yeah, this is reducible to 4 turns now, and then it's 50% chance 2 hits. I think 50% chance for 2 hits is not as good as like 100% chance for 1 hit, you know. But he does have an attack bar decrease, which is nice, I guess, and a dot. So it's a bit of a buff for him. Nothing major, I think. Well, it's a big buff for him, but it won't make him like super strong and OP and stuff. But it's always nice for people that use him. I used to be salty about people who, or not salty. Yeah, I used to be salty. I used to be salty about people who voted for the Light Ninja Hall of Heroes back in the day instead of Delphoy. But now that I pulled Delphoy, I don't care anymore. So yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that we have him. The Purette double shot. I think this is the first skill. Damage increased by 60%. Chance to remove beneficial effect increased from 30 to 50. This is actually quite big because it's 2 hits. So essentially it's like 20%, you know, 40% more if you count probability. No, actually my probability is horrible. Yeah. Vikings, their throwing axe damage increase, not a huge deal. The magic archers, wedge arrow, the one that hits twice, or the one that's like AoE and has a slow, its damage increased by 12%. It's okay, not bad. Light one, light wedge arrow, this is the same skill, 1% more. Lich, the dark one, King of the Dead, this is a pretty interesting skill. They really buffed him quite hard. Well, they already buffed a monster that was already pretty strong. So this used to, he's really strong because he has the first part of his passive. He has a 2-part passive. He gets damage reduction by 50%. So he always has like decreases inflicted damage on you. So he has a 50% damage reduction on him at all times. And he gets a 30% attack power buff every time someone dies. Like anyone dies, he gets a 30% attack power buff. So basically what they did is they increased his 30% to 50%. It's not really a huge deal. It's not really the reason why he's so strong, but it's always nice because, you know, this just makes him even more powerful. He's really annoying when you find him on guild battles. Like, people build him full attack and he has that damage reduction, so it's really hard to kill him first, and then he just starts hitting you really hard. Yeah. And he has armor break, I think. Yeah, this one has yeah, this is weakens defense and then decrease attack speed. Several times and weakens defense for 2 turns with 35% chance with each attack, and exchanges decrease attack speed debuff with a stun effect. So what this does is, it armor breaks, and if the target is slowed, then it removes the slow but applies a stun on them. So yeah, pretty nice skill actually. And then this one has like decreased attack speed. So his first skill works really well with his second skill. So all in all, he's a pretty strong monster. He's got like 3 debuffs. He's essentially got a slow, a stun, and an armor break. And he has a damage reduction skill for himself. And he gets a second passive that increases attack damage whenever someone dies. So yeah. And he has a resistance leader skill for arena, 40%. This is a pretty strong monster. Wish I could get one of these. Alright, either way, moving on. Living armor, the light and dark ones. This is a pretty huge buff, I would say. So their damage got increased, and the chance of it landing debuffs has been increased to 20%. It's a 3 hit if I remember. I'm just going to take a look at Zinc because I own Zinc. And he's really nice. I use him for TOA all the time. And this used to be decreasable to 5 turns. Now it's on a 4-turn cooldown after the buff. And it's 30% chance each for attack power debuff. Now it's 50%. And it hits 3 times, which is really high. Which means that it's very likely that it'll apply the effect. Yeah, and the damage got increased by 25%. So it's really nice for people that use Zinc. I'm really happy about this buff. Like, in the whole patch, this is probably the thing I'm happiest with. Yes. Okay. Kobold Bomber, Firecracker, first skill. All the Kobold Bombers have this. Damage increased by 8%. I guess it's fine. Wind 1, Electric Bomb, and Dark 1, third skills got turn decreased by 1%. This is pretty good. Imp Champion, Water Wipeout, chance to ignore defense. 2% more, cooldown decreased by 1 turn. This is not bad, but I don't know. People don't really use them. I've seen people use a light one in arena battles, but it's not like super strong, but it's pretty good. Their second skills has a heal. It has been increased by 5% more. Not a huge buff, but you know, pretty good. Dark 1, Shining Spear, damage increase 9%, cool time. So basically they got a lot of cool time decrease on the Imp champions. They're like second and third skills for some of them. And the Beast Hunters, the Fire and Light one, aim weak spot. I think this is the second skill, damage increased by 10%. Light 1, Silver Lights, their third skill, attack bar absorption increased from 15 to 20%. I think this is pretty good, I guess. The Light Beast Hunter is like a boss killer, I think, if I remember correctly. He has a third skill that scales with enemies' max HP, and then you can use him to kill bosses and stuff. Yeah, this one. 3 times, 20% chance, 20% each. Yeah, decrease attack gauge 15%, and increase attack gauge by 15% for you. So it's an attack gauge steal that hits 3 times. So that's a 60% attack gauge steal after the buff, which is pretty good, I think. Pretty good for bosses, because you can use it to decrease the boss's attack gauge, because you can't stun bosses. And so it's kind of like a soft CC for bosses, and the skill hits the enemies for their max HP. So really nice stuff. Penguinite, declare war, recovery amount. So this is their heal got increased by 10% more. Not bad. The Neilstone Agent Water, this one got nerfed. This is probably the only monster that got nerfed in this patch. Yeah, the Neilstone Agent, the water one, was just too strong. Too strong for TOA, too strong for a lot of things. They nerfed her in the last patch, they nerfed her again. now because, well, she's just too broken. The moment I saw her, I knew she was going to be insanely good. But yeah, this skill is just too OP. You can use this on first turn. If you get the first turn to create a shield, that's 15% of her max HP. And then you also like increase defense. So this way it's like a defense buff plus shield. And then you can also use this as a heal as well. And it's really strong. And this used to be like on a 3-turn cooldown, now it's on 4. So I guess it's kind of fair. Like if it was on 3, it would be a little bit broken. Yeah, and she has glancing hit for TOA, which is really nice, and buff remove, which is really nice as well for certain stages of TOA. We are at the martial artist, the fire martial artist. Their additional damage increased approximately by 70%. So the martial artists have this passive skill that gets them extra attack power when they're attacking someone that has lower defense in them. This used to be like a tooltip. If I remember correctly, a lot of people were saying that this was translated wrong. It's not actually higher defense, it's supposed to say lower defense. So he needs to have higher defense than the enemy for this to work. A lot of people did some testing on this, and then they pretty much said that this was like translated